Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just to start off things real fast, I'm just gonna show everybody all the progress that my people have made so far. So Dimitri still rocking the Cavalier as well as the Lance class, about to level up with that. He's level 21. We got Dedu, who's a B class and a B class knight, and we're just going straight up into it. He's well on his way to become a great knight. I'm not really sure what kind of knight he is, but he's going to be a very tanky knight, I know that. Then we have Felix. My boy Felix is going to be, I forget what the title is called, but something servant, where you know a little bit of magic as well as sword play. So that's what we're working on for him. He has a sword skill. Obviously focusing that to max. Then we got Ash, who knows a little bit about everything. He's not really specializing too much in anything, but he does have C in axe, sword, bow, and authority. And I've been split between what I want him to be, because at one point I'm like, maybe I could use an archer. Maybe he could be a swords master, because that's what I originally started him out as. And now I was thinking hero, and now I'm thinking wyvern knight sounds pretty cool. So I'm giving him a little bit of flying experience, not 100%. Sylvain has a little bit of everything. So I first started off making him I was hoping an axe horse user, but apparently to be a horse unit at all, you need to have lance experience, and he didn't have any lance experience. And I figured if I'm gonna go with the Lance of Ruin or whatever that's called, he should probably have some lance experience. So that's why I have him how he is right now. Mercedes is going to forever be into reason, faith, and authority. Same with Annette. Mercedes, though, is focusing more on faith, as Annette is focusing more on reason. And then Ingrid, I have her basically just being a Pegasus Knight, so a flying authority, maybe a little bit of horse, I'm not sure. And then oh man, I always butcher this name. Flan, I believe. Authority and reason, and she has a lot of experience into lance, but we don't really need lance for her. And so I would really like her, I don't know if this is a class even, but I would really like her to be like a Pegasus Knight healer. I don't know if that's even a thing. That would be really cool. Then we got Hanneman, of course, who I don't know why he's focusing on bow. That's pretty much what he's focusing on. And then Manuela, same thing, focusing on faith and reason. Then we got Catherine, who is focusing on both sword and authority. And then Shimmer, I don't know, I'm terrible at these pronunciations. Anyway, focusing bow and authority. And then we got him just focusing on bow. I'm not really sure what I want to do with him. Not really feeling it with him. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to use him. And then we got Anna, who I was actually doing a little bit of training, and by a little bit, I mean a lot of training with Byleth on leveling up all his skills, because he was really far behind actually. And so we have Anna, who is tagging along with me, and she happened to get her axe to S tier. So she's basically the axe master. Nothing is going to stop her with an axe. And so I don't really know what exactly I want from her, except just make her incredibly good, like a fighter, brawler, whatever. I thought that would be hilarious. And then here are my stats. So we got B in sword, lance, axe, and brawl, and a C in bow, an A+ in authority, and faith has 2 stars. I don't know what the 2 stars even mean. I would like to know that, but it's whatever. And then the thing he really needs to focus on is heavy armor riding and flying in order to get any of those up. That's more of getting into the class that you need to do that. And so, I don't know, but right now he's an assassin. At some point I need to level up his reason and faith. So, at some point he's going to have to be a magician. I don't know. And so, we have support between all these people, and we're going to go through at least Felix's, because I really want to know what's going on with Felix's dialogue and all of his dialogue with everybody, because he was a really big jerk to everybody.
I want to apologize for the other day.
Aww.
The other day? What are you talking about, Felix? Is this a trap?
You know, when I called you insatiable.
Oh, that? Can't say it didn't hurt, but you have nothing to apologize for. I mean, you've said worse, Felix. Considerably worse. Come on, we've known each other since we were kids. We're not gonna let your constant verbal abuse get in the way of our friendship, are we?
No, I suppose not.
Whenever I started doing something dumb, you'd yell at me about it.
And whenever you dragged me into something, Ingrid would find out and start lecturing us.
All these years and not much has changed, has it? But you're different, Felix. You used to be so, I don't know, carefree when we were young. Now you're the exact opposite.
Well, you're not any different. Good for nothing then, good for nothing now.
Oof.
Again with the abuse. This from the guy who's always been by that good-for-nothing side. So, did you come to apologize or to insult me?
I was on my way to train and I saw you. That's all.
You're off to train again? Now who's insatiable?
Better than sitting idle like you.
Oof.
A little idleness would do you some good, pal. Come on, let me buy you something to eat.
No.
You have to choose, Felix. Our friendship or your training.
Ooh.
My training.
Not even a second thought. What a cold...
What did... Is he... Wait, Felix, I'll come train too. Wait up.
Dog, ice cold. Okay, I don't know what I'm waiting for to talk to Ash and Mercedes about. I do want to see him. I really want to see his conversation with Mercedes, because he was so rude to Mercedes.
Hello, Felix. So, it was your turn to clean out the greenhouse, right?
Yes.
Well, I went ahead and took care of it. I also cleaned up the warehouse.
Why?
I just wanted to help you out. So that... Okay, fine. I'm bribing you. So you'll forget.
Forget what?
Are you really gonna make me say it? Before, in the greenhouse, I want you to forget what you saw and heard. If you agree to forget about it, I'll take your shift in the stables. Do we have a deal?
No thanks.
No? But that's not okay! You have to forget about it, right this moment!
I can't. It's permanently etched in my memory. A mountain of sweets, as well as steaks and cakes. Stacks of them, apparently. I'm also intrigued by those bear and swamp beastie songs you mentioned. Ah, and I've been meaning to ask about the move that went along with crumbs and yums. Was that fencing footwork?
Oh, stop it, Felix! You're a villain!
Hmm?
You think you're so funny? Keeping a straight face while mocking my singing and dancing? Well, you have to forget about it! Please! What if I make you a nice steak dinner? You like steak, don't you, Felix? It'll be yummy.
This isn't about steak. I just...
Fine, be stubborn. Tell the whole world for all I care. I'll just learn to live with the funny looks I'll get from everyone. They'll all say, there goes that Annette, the girl with the funny ideas about food. You're just the evilest of villains, Felix. I'll hate you forever and ever.
I was just trying to be nice.
What?
Funny ideas about food? Even the bullies in her head are ridiculous. I really don't understand that girl.
Okay, Ingrid and her, or him.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Have you been there long? I was absorbed in this book.
Another silly legend?
First of all, they're not silly. And second of all, no. It's an essay that speaks to uncommon and challenging battle scenarios. I've been researching such things since you proposed your unique strategy. Listen to this. Your commander gives orders that put your hometown in extreme danger. Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
What nonsense. I was talking about real-world tactics, not some dumb ethical question.
Whatever your personal feelings on the matter, I see similarities between such tactics and these dumb ethical questions. I haven't read beyond this one, but I think the obvious answer is to follow your commander. The duty and pride of being a knight demand that you follow orders, regardless of your own feelings. But if I were put in such a position, I don't know how I'd fare. In fact, were someone to carry out those orders, I know that I'd attempt to stop them.
Stop bothering with all this. You're not meant to be a knight.
Ooh.
Go find a husband.
Oh.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
I know you hate the ideals of chivalry and pride. So much so, you prefer to escape your duty as your family's heir. You have no right to criticize me for my ideals.
Perhaps not. At least I know not to heedlessly obey orders. I know not to romanticize blind obedience. My brother taught me to think for myself.
Yikes.
Don't you dare bring Glenn into this.
You're right. Forget it.
Yikes. This support conversation didn't go good either. I don't think he has any good support conversations at this point. I mean, what does he have? He has like A and that's it. He can't even reach a B support level conversation with anybody, or an S conversation level. Can anyone's? Unless the arrow is like, hey, afterwards. Alright.
Hey, Sylvain. Can we talk?
What's up, Ash? Looking for more life tips?
No. But I did want to thank you for coming to my aid in battle the other day.
That? No need to thank me for that.
No, really, I insist. If you hadn't been there, I definitely would have been finished. You really set a model for my training. I can only hope I'll be able to save someone like that someday.
Again with the studying and the training? You're so stubborn you make Ingrid and His Highness seem downright easygoing. My advice on the whole thing is to just follow your instincts. That's what I do. If someone's in trouble, I help them. You don't need to be a valiant knight to know that. Doesn't matter if the person is an ugly old man or the cutest girl you've ever seen. You help them.
So you're saying...
Everybody's the same, deep down. It's our job to help anyone who needs it.
Ah.
What? You're looking at me funny. Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just surprised, that's all. You're actually a much better person than I thought.
Was that a compliment? I can't tell.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean any insult. I was just really impressed by what you said about helping people without even thinking. To jump in and help someone without any thought at all of reward. That is real virtue.
How did you say that with a straight face? I'd be embarrassed if I were you. Come on, Ash. You're an honest and overall great guy. You'll be an honest and overall great knight, too. Of course, people like you need to watch out for greedy people. Huh? Remember when I said I didn't need any thanks? Well, I didn't say anything about not wanting a reward. There's a girl, and we had a misunderstanding about who was allowed to date who, so, I need to hang out in your room until everything calms down.
Yikes.
Should only be a day. Or 2. Tops.
Sylvain?
Come on, Ash. Remember, if someone's in trouble, you help them. You want to be a great knight, yeah?
Oh, fine. Since you helped me, but just this once.
All right, I knew I could count on you. You'll definitely be a great knight.
He really would be a great person if he could just stop all the scandal.
Alright, Dimitri with the do.
He's always with that man from Dusker. How strange.
I'll bet he used some dirty tricks to gain his favor. That's how those scoundrels from Dusker operate.
What a pleasant conversation you seem to be having. May I join? Please, continue.
Oh, Your Highness, I was just...
I said continue.
I'm sorry, Your Highness!
Yikes.
Such foolishness runs rampant. I fear it is the reality of Fargus for now.
It must appear strange to them, to see me always in your company.
Does it bother you to do?
Of course not. However...
Let me guess. You take exception to the gossip that you use dirty tricks to obtain your position. Is that it?
That does perturb me, but not for my own sake. I am concerned about your Highness's reputation.
We're not talking about my feelings, but yours. As far as I'm concerned, those fools can talk nonsense until their tongues fall out.
I am afraid I cannot agree. But if you were not concerned for your honor in this instance, then why did you intervene?
Because it is my duty to do so. The day my father was killed, I saw the swine who did it. They were not of Dusker. I saw that, knew it beyond a doubt, and yet I was unable to prevent the massacre that followed.
Yikes.
Nor could I clear away the dishonor of regicide that has unjustly clung to you and your people. I will not rest until I make up for that. I owe you, just as I owe the spirits of those I let die.
I do consider Fargus to be abhorrent, but you are an exception. You offered me your hand, and pulled me out from an abyss of suffering and death. You risked your life to save a foreigner you had never met. The moment you extended your hand, I decided that only for your sake would I live the remainder of my life, and I would cast it aside in an instant if my death were to your benefit. For that reason, I cannot consider myself your friend. There are still many in the kingdom who despise the people of Dusker. It would be selfish of me to stand by your side as an equal.
To do.
Your Highness?
Do you really believe I care one bit about the chatter of the ignorant?
Of course not. Please forgive my impudence.
I understand the intention of your words. Still, they grieve me. If you wish it so, you may continue to think of yourself as my vassal. I clearly cannot stop you. We need not be anything more or anything less. If that is what you wish to do, so be it.
Your Highness.
Your Highness, I have a little favor to ask of you.
Of course. How may I be of assistance?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me about my father. I imagine he was a very different man at home than he was at work.
Ah, so you wish to hear about the Gustav that I knew. As you know, he was a knight who served the royal family since my grandfather's reign. To me, he was a teacher of martial arts and tactics. He was someone I depended on since I was a small child. But he was also a very stern and strict instructor.
That doesn't surprise me. He was much the same at home. He'd chide us if we made mistakes, whether it was with cooking or even how we spoke.
Is that so? Funny. I suppose in front of his family he felt the need to demonstrate proper etiquette.
Wait, are you saying that's not how he was around you?
Even all these years later, there's something I recall with perfect clarity. It happened in the autumn of my 11th year. Before the break of dawn, he woke me suddenly. Said he'd heard a disturbance and had me grab my bow. Then he sent me and a fellow pupil loose on a dark mountain. Our only directive was to go catch a deer. As you well know, autumn in the capital is very cold. Now, imagine being up on the mountain at night with no idea what might jump out from the shadows. That, in a nutshell, is the Gustav I knew.
I can hardly imagine that. He was completely different with me.
I recall one other defining detail. He used to speak of you at every possible opportunity.
Really? What would he say about me?
Are you sure you want to know? There's one story he used to tell from when you were very small.
No, stop! It's probably too embarrassing to bear. Is it?
Perhaps.
Look, I'll promise to forget the stories he told me about you if you return the favor. Deal?
Yes, that seems the only thing to do. It's a promise.
Nice. Oh man, there's so many freaking support conversations.
Hi, Dudu. I wanted to thank you again for helping me out the other day. Everything was ready in time for dinner, and we all agreed the food was really tasty.
I barely did anything.
That's silly talk. With just a few ingredients, you made an amazing meal. I could never have done it, no way. You deserve all the praise in the world.
I still have much to learn. Truly delicious food brings a smile to people's faces. Until I see His Highness smile in that way, I will spare no effort to improve.
Well, if that's your aim, you're in luck. I've seen him shovel in your food with gusto. You must be really ambitious if you're not satisfied with that meal. I'd love for you to teach me your ways. I want to be a great cook too.
Your skills are not the problem. You merely make errors of negligence.
Well, sure, I know that. But how can I stop making those errors? No matter how hard I try, I always seem to mess things up. The pan explodes when I cook. I forget my purse when I go shopping. That's just how life is for a scatterbrain like me. Just the other day, I was nearly laughed off the training ground for wearing mismatched shoes. My uncle used to sigh in despair when he saw me messing something up.
You simply fail to pay attention to your surroundings. Ensure the pan is on the flame and that the knives are put away properly. Look at yourself in the mirror before you go out to make certain you have what you need. Everyone makes mistakes, but yours should be easy enough to correct.
That's all great advice. Thank you, Dudu. You really have a kind heart. At first I thought you were so stern all the time.
Am I that imposing?
Well, a bit. Maybe if you smiled sometimes. All you have to do is lift up the corners of your mouth. Like this. See?
I see. I will try it.
Whoa, what happened? The pan's smoking.
Mercedes, what's going on? My eyes. I can barely breathe.
Oh, Ash, I'm so glad you're here. My cooking's not going very well at all.
What did you put in there?
I used some of this spice, that seasoning, and the herbs on the top shelf. Then I started frying it in oil.
That explains it. We use that herb for smoke bombs. Just turn the heat off and cover the pan.
Oh no, the people in the dining hall don't look so good.
Sorry, everybody. Could we clear out the dining hall for a few minutes, please? Well, some folks were a little annoyed, but at least we got the place cleared out. It's a good thing no one mistook all that smoke for an attack. That could have been a disaster.
so sorry. I always mess everything up.
No, it's my fault. I should have taught you which herbs to avoid. Don't blame yourself.
Why would you have a
I just need to
herb
figure out how
for
to do it
smoke
right for next
bombs
time.
in the
Next
kitchen?
time?
Unless you'd use them for something.
You
That
still
doesn't
want
make
to try
any
again,
sense at all.
even after all that?
Of course! If I didn't, that would just be a waste of everything you taught me.
I guess that's true.
If you quit every time you made a mistake, then you'd never learn anything, right?
You're not
That's
wrong.
a great point.
Ah, maybe my mistake was frying the herb in oil. If I had boiled it instead, then there wouldn't be smoke. What do you think, Ash?
Boiling, huh? Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great! I'm gonna get this right next time for sure. Okay, now that you know the technique, go ahead and solve this problem.
Ah, I've got it. Finally.
See? Isn't it fun to learn?
Absolutely. You're great at this, you know. You really seem to have all the answers. I wish I could study and just soak up knowledge like you. How did you get so good at this?
Well, studying was something of a necessity for me.
What do you mean?
My father was one of the king's knights. One day, he never returned home. He just left without ever saying a word to me or my mother.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Losing a father so suddenly? I completely understand.
After he left, I thought a lot about where he might have gone. My father was a devout believer, so I was certain he must have come here, to Garreg Mach.
Here? Really?
That's why I was determined to gain acceptance into the academy. I needed to come here so I could search for my father. The problem was that I needed money to get in. Lots of it. And I didn't have any at all. So I entered the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad first, hoping I could somehow find a path here. I studied tirelessly until I finally earned myself a recommendation.
Oh, wow. So for you, studying has been like a way to meet your destiny.
Destiny, huh? Well, yes, but it's a bit embarrassing when you put it like that. Now I have other reasons for wanting to keep trying hard. I want to protect all of my friends and allies here. I'm studying hard so I can be as useful as possible to everyone I hold dear.
You've worked so hard. I really respect that. I'm going to follow your example. Do you know this legend, Ingrid? It's about the Battle of Fodlan's Throat.
Oh, yes. I know it like the hilt of my sword.
With so many valiant knights appearing in this story, I couldn't help but wonder which was your favorite. I really like this one, the one in the middle, the knight who stands in defense of the Duke.
Such a wonderful knight. One of my favorites as well.
That makes sense. He's so noble and virtuous. In fact, he kind of reminds me of you.
Thank you. You remind me of him as well. You are honest, as is he.
No, I'm nowhere near as great. Maybe someday. Maybe if we work hard together, we can both become knights as glorious as the one in this story.
Together, yes. Now wouldn't that be something? If only we could.
Huh?
Ash, the legends are exactly that. Legends. They're not indicative of real life. The cards we
Give
are
me 1
dealt are what they
second.
are. We can work with what we have, but we can't change what's in our hand.
What's that supposed to mean?
I long to serve His Highness as a knight. The sort of knight that legends are written about. But I was born bearing a crest, and with that comes responsibility. Whether I like it or not, I am the last hope of House Galatea. I am the only one who can carry on the family bloodline and restore our lost fortune. To do that means setting aside my own dreams and ambitions.
You still have the right to pursue your dreams.
Ash, I must ask something of you.
Yes, of course. Anything.
My dream is aligned with your own. Please, for both of us, promise to see yours through.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll never be able to see my dream through. Doing so would mean terrible misfortune for others. So, I am bound by honor not to follow through on my own dream. But I can help you achieve yours.
Come on, this isn't like you at all. Please, don't smile when your eyes are so sad.
Okay, Mercy. This time we're gonna be really good and get the supplies with no detours. You're so good at sticking to a plan. I should leave the shopping to you. I'll stay out of your way and just browse. Hey, that's not fair.
Wait a
I
second.
wanna browse too.
Looks like you girls are having a good time.
Annie, is this a friend of yours? I've never seen this person before. I'm sorry to be rude, but we're kind of busy.
Wait a minute. I think you're shopping with money you stole. But no need to worry your pretty little heads. I'm just gonna have to take it back for us common folk.
Step back, Mercy. This could get dangerous.
Dog, get out of here, you
Listen
trash
here.
bag.
There's no way you can win against me. I don't want to fight you, but I will if I have to. So just back away.
You think you can talk to me that way? I'm gonna...
Oh, the knights are coming.
What?
Annie, run! This is far enough.
What?
We should be safe. I hope so. But what were you thinking? That sort of behavior isn't like you at all. I thought you were in danger, Mercy. You're actually blaming me for this? It's like I don't even know you anymore. Mercy! I was just trying to protect you.
Apologies for my late arrival, Mercedes. My duties ran long, as per usual.
There's no need to apologize at all. Please, have a seat. We've met for tea so many times, but you never seem to get used to it, do you, Ingrid?
Not entirely, no. I'm not accustomed to being treated so delicately. Anyway, what will we talk about today?
I actually wanted to gripe about something that's been bothering me.
You? Gripe? Now that's unusual. I'm happy to listen, of course. It's the least I can do after all the kindness you've shown me.
Thank you. The one thing I really wanted to talk about is marriage.
Oh?
Yes. I received a letter from my adoptive father about marriage discussions with a noble family.
And will you accept?
That's the problem. No matter what I decide, I'll probably be married off anyway. What I really want to do is help those in need. But I think it would be more difficult to do so if I married a nobleman.
Understandably so. Sounds to me like you need a strategy to silence your father.
Sorry? To silence him?
Don't you agree? It seems the best course of action would be to consider severing all ties with the family and running away.
We don't need to go that far. I'm sorry, I really just needed to let that out. I don't need you to worry about solving my problems.
Oh, okay. It's just a bit personal for me, actually. My own father has brought countless marriage proposals to my attention. He always was obsessed with me carrying on the family bloodline. At a very young age, my hand had already been promised to someone in marriage. But Glenn died young.
That must have been difficult for you. Would you have married him if he had survived?
That's a good question. It's hard to imagine now. Although I did admire him quite a lot. He held true to the ideals of knighthood, proudly serving the king. Even after all these years, I aspire to be the type of knight that he embodied. But that's just it. I'm not a tool for furthering my family's fortunes. I'm a knight at heart, regardless of what my father desires.
I see. A very noble cause indeed. How strange that we should be worrying about the same thing.
Even though we are such different people.
It's true. Enjoying a nice chat over tea with you like this makes me realize maybe the paths we walk aren't so different after all. Don't you think?
I do. These tea parties of ours, they really are something special.
That they are. Ingrid, I would love to get to know you better if that's okay. I want to know about your childhood, your favorite books, the sweets you like, anything at all.
Absolutely. I'm happy to speak with you anytime. And I want to know you better too, Mercedes.
Okay. Alright. I was looking up Mercedes' voice actor because I was like, her voice just sounds so familiar because I keep hearing it, and I keep hearing Misty from Pokemon, and I'm like, that can't be right, right? So then I'm like looking at it, it's not, but she was in a whole lot of other animes that I've seen, so that's probably why her voice sounds so familiar to me.
That's a heavy sigh. Again.
Yeah? That's the sigh of exhaustion after spending the past month apologizing for your behavior to, well, everyone.
Apologizing? I've been pretty darn restrained lately.
If by restrained you mean falling all over yourself to garner the attention of every passing female, then yes, you've been quite restrained. Mark my words, the more you hurt people, the more weighty the repercussions will be. Your actions will come around to bite you.
Ha! If I get bitten, that's all just part of the game. Heck, I had one girl's brother come after me with a pitchfork.
If you end up getting maimed or killed by a pitchfork, don't expect me at your funeral. Glenn used to make light of getting hurt too. Then one day, he got more than hurt. Now he's gone.
I'm sorry. I was being... You're right. I know what it did to you when he died. It hurt to see you hurt, and not be able to do anything. When you wouldn't even come out of your room to take care of your horse.
Nothing affected me the way his passing affected me.
Well, I'm happy that you're better. Seeing you out and about helped me relax enough to be able to flirt with girls again.
Your predictability is utterly disappointing. When I finally stopped mourning, you know what brought me back? My concern for you.
Me?
You know you can't get along without me following in your shadow and caring for you. You flirt with anything that has a pulse, offend people left and right, and constantly cause commotions.
Huh. The truth really does hurt.
Please, Sylvain, consider your actions before you carry them out. And stop acting so nonchalant about getting hurt or killed. Promise me that.
Okay. I promise.
Nice. Alright. So we're done with that. I don't think I can actually become anything else. So last day before the quest that we have to go on, or the mission. And so we actually have two different battle points now that we are C+ professor. And so generally what I like to do, I don't remember having a quest, something to prove. We're definitely going to be doing the paralogs because I want to get more of the story. And so we have Felix, we have Sylvain, we have Ingrid and Dorothea, and then we have, oh boy, Aloise and Shamir. Shamir? We're gonna go with that. And we're gonna try to do this quest at some point, but let's just go ahead and do this because we want to see what Felix's backstory is. Just a side note is that 2 ones that we did with off the camera is we did
There you are. I was looking for you. I need a favor.
You want to spar, right?
No. This is more serious. My father sent a messenger. He wants me to return to Fraldaria's territory.
Your father?
Rodriga Sheila Fraldarius, the highest ranking member of the Fargus nobility. I believe you've met him, so I heard. But about the favor. You're familiar with the tragedy of Duscur, I presume? After the king's death, public order disintegrated. Bandits continue to raid villages across the kingdom, including those within Fraldaria's territory. My father says he needs my help driving the bandits away.
And you want me to join you?
Precisely. Good guess. Perhaps I shouldn't pull you into this. It stems from my family's failure to secure the region. But honestly, I want to see you in action. I never tire of watching you fight. And it'll be much more interesting for you than the training ground. Or maybe this task, driving off bandits, seems dull to a former mercenary? Excellent. While I'm at it, I have a second favor to ask of you. Could you recruit more fighters? I bet there will be willing volunteers if you're the one inviting them. I'll set off on my own and meet up with you there.
Anyway, so we have Sothis that was asking us for a favor. And so we went back to the canyon where we defeated the bandits in that canyon. And then we also did one that was called Oil and Water. And that was where we went to go fight off some mercenaries. Both of them for... Oh, I'm blanking on their names. Henneman and the woman. Anyway, both of them didn't really have much impact on the stories. I just want to say that I did them. Basically, I'll just give you the summarization of Manuela. That's what. So, Henneman and Manuela heard that there was the Death Knight. Manuela wanted to get some revenge on the Death Knight for getting stabbed by him. And so went off recklessly. We went to go save her and beat him with ease. So, and then they all had their talk and spiel and whatever and didn't really have anything important to say. Sothis, we did get another time reversal. So we can now reverse time, I think, 6 times if we need to. And that's pretty much it. We just faced against some like big beast monster things. So basically that one thing that was the beast that we had to fight to get the Lands of Ruin back. Yeah. And so we had to defeat like 6 or 7 of those dudes. But it's easier, so easier versions. And that's pretty much it. So now we're up to date on who is where and what is doing what. And so I think the only other thing is that we have a few new items. So Felix has a rapier. And I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it. So everyone can have a little bit of help from everybody else. That's interesting. Alright, we should be good to go.
Struggling to defeat some bandits? What a pathetic old man, my father. Some villagers are trapped. Let's help them escape.
Felix, my son, you finally brought reinforcements.
Rescue the villagers being attacked by bandits and get them off the battlefield. Yikes. Hey, we have a mage knight. Alright, do we have anything that we can steal? We have a steel sword right here. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it. Okay, we only need to defeat the enemy commander, which is... Where is the enemy commander? Okay, so the bandit leader is right there. And so we need to help defend. So...
Ready.
Stay focused.
We'll send a few people down here.
Got it.
Alright, we'll move Ingrid down here. She can go as fast as possible to go help people. Dimitri.
I'll cut through.
And that's crazy. I don't know how Dimitri is so freaking strong.
You saw that coming. I must stay focused.
There's that B skill getting a plus.
It's all.
Here goes. Ready or not?
Oh, shoot. There it is.
I had no choice.
Just like that.
Aye, aye. Who's next?
What should I do?
To work.
Let us away. Here we go.
Saw that coming.
And I feel like I could do literally nothing and still be fine.
Everything will be fine. Good people of this hamlet, escape while you can.
I'll bury you.
Dog, what? Dog, these bandits are pathetic.
I like how...
Let's see you dodge this.
Yikes.
Over already. I must keep...
You fought well.
That was a broken sword, by the way. Again, broken sword.
That is that.
This is our chance.
out of luck.
Weakling. That should put a stop to their reinforcements.
And then I don't really care if he attacks.
I prevailed.
Too slow!
Let's do this.
We have a 30% chance to do 0. And somehow you still hit me.
Is that all? You never had a chance. Saw that coming right where I was.
Yikes. There it is.
Over already. The stronghold. Each battle a chance to grow.
Nice.
Such power dwells with. That went as expected.
This is the end.
Yikes. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to that, because, I mean, I'm literally rushing this so hardcore right now. And I don't know how you can tell your guys, leave now, it's your only chance, and then, like, I'm so confused. Because is there no way out? Like, even that gate is closed. There's a gate right here, so why could you not have left there? There's a gate over here, you could have left here too. There's a gate over here. There's a gate over here. There's a gate literally on every corner, so I don't know why you decide out of all the gates to run from here, you run to here. Straight into the enemy, where you know the enemy is. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
Don't waste it.
Oh, you idiot.
It's time.
Oh shoot, he pushed him off. Wicked.
That should do it. We've chased those ruffians away for good.
Thank you so much for your assistance. Please, accept this small gift as thanks.
Woo do. Ooh. It's kind of obnoxious, to be honest. Because you just have to deal with retarded PCs.
My thank you so much.
We are grateful for your help. I doubt those bandits will stop anytime soon, but at least this village is safe. This village was important to the late king. If we hadn't saved it, I wouldn't have been able to face His Majesty.
How foolish.
Pardon?
We were protecting your subjects, not your ego. I don't give a damn as to whether you can bring yourself to face a dead king.
I will not tolerate such language from you.
I came here to hone my blade and to save innocent people. I suppose if I had died, you would say the same thing you did after Glenn's death. He died like a true knight.
Yikes.
I have nothing more to say. I'm going back.
This is uncomfortable. Yikes.
I'm sorry you had to see that. He's been that way for 4 years now. Of course, I understand his sentiment, to some extent. It all comes down to, well, a difference of opinion. So that's how you feel about it. How fortunate Felix is to have met someone like you. There's nothing as heartening as having someone around who really understands you. He's an odd boy, thick-headed in some ways, but he's my son all the same. I'm glad he has you to look after him.
My, thank you so much. I am grateful. I have gratitude.
Stay focused.
Am I starting to master this?
Nice.
Aye, aye. See ya.
I'm on it.
Be gone. I'll cut through. I must stay focused.
Here we go.
What should I do?
Let us away. Here goes.
I'll go.
Ready.
Saw that coming. You never had a chance. I'm getting.
Oh!
Foolish! What's next? Predictable.
Over already? I will get stronger still. No.
Predictable.
That is that.
Too reckless.
Too easy. Next time, bring your friends.
Luck wasn't with you.
You weren't ready.
I prevailed. They say. No hard feelings.
Over already?
And there's the land skill up.
I'm impressed.
Why, thank you so much. I am grateful. I have gratitude. Thanks so much!
Oh snap, here it is.
Thank you.
Master Seal. Hmm. Masterclass. We have a Wyvern Lord. There's the Mortal Servant. Oh boy, what is this? What even is this? Dog what? We have a Great Knight. Axe, heavy armor, riding. See, this is what I thought would be a great class for Sylvain. A bow knight. A dark knight. A holy knight. A war master. I don't know who I want for him. I don't know. Let's get him monk class so he can at least start doing some stuff with faith and reason and stuff.
A new path.
Alright, so we have a Falcon Knight, sword, lance, and flying. Wyvern Lord is lance, axe. Mortal Servant, definitely not her. Heavy armor, probably not. Bow Knight. What is this? Grimoire. Interesting. I don't know what this middle special class is. If this is Master and what's before Master and in between Advanced and Master, that doesn't make sense to me why you'd have even the visibility to see Master class stuff yet. Hmm.
We've got to go. Now. The situation in Ramire Village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that. We're hearing reports that the villagers are killing each other. Some say houses are burning. Regardless, we need to move. Kill! Kill!
Yeah.
Help! Somebody please help!
Oh
What's going on here?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Don't waste your time on me. Saving the villagers is far more important. We haven't a moment to lose.
What can we do amid such confusion?
We'll have to take up arms against the villagers who are rampaging. If we strike carefully, it should be possible to spare their lives.
Oh dear. Isn't there a more peaceful way to deal with this?
No matter how long it takes, we'll need to check and rescue them all, one at a time.
Those who have gone mad may be victims themselves. Is it possible to save them?
Well, saving the poor people who aren't crazy is definitely our top priority. Let's get on with it.
Slow down, Annette. It won't do anyone any good if we panic and get injured ourselves.
Isn't that... Your Highness, suspicious figures spotted in the village. They seem to be watching the chaos.
Are they the ones responsible for this madness? If so, it's clear what must be done. Kill them all. Don't let a single one of them escape. Sever their limbs and crush their wicked skulls!
Yikes. That was a bit extreme.
I am grateful. Thank you very much. I am grateful. My thank you so much.
Okay, we got a whole bunch of burned down villagers. Mysterious. I'm sorry, what is Thomas doing here? What is Thomas doing here? Something tells me he is Hmm. Chest key.
There are some suspicious-looking ruffians out there, but our top priority is to rescue the villagers. I'll rein in the villagers who've turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
So what is the goal? Rout the enemy. But is our enemy, is the enemy the rampaging villagers? My question. What is Thomas doing here? So I'm gonna send Ingrid to go clear as fast as possible down.
Ready.
Here we go.
I'll cut through.
I'll give it my all.
I'm on it.
Here goes.
What should I do?
Stay focused.
Let us away.
Kill. Kill.
Too slow.
Nice try.
The one giving orders to the others. Isn't that Tomas, the librarian?
Over already? My
Tomas, what are you doing here?
I'm not Tomas. My name is Solon, the savior of all. What's the matter? So shocked you can't even speak. You were so easily fooled by my disguise. I was hiding away in Garrick Mach to get the blood of that little girl called Flame. With her blood, we'll be one step closer to realizing our goal.
I'll have a bit of fun here, too.
That's the Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever he is.
Yikes.
They charge in without any plan whatsoever. Beasts, all of them. The experiment is over. Kill them.
What?
no help, game.
What?
I can't hold on any longer.
What?
Goddess, have you abandoned us?
What?
No. Why? Ah, no!
What?
I will cut you to shreds!
What? What? Is there no way to save them? What?
So obvious.
Too slow.
Doesn't even damage me, scumbag.
Try this on for size.
Okay. I'm still so confused. I'm looking at this. Dog, this guy has unlimited dark seals. Crescent sickle. One sec. I'm still so confused. Allies 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Saved all. There are 7 villagers. Oh, waiting to be rescued. Save all of them. But I'm so confused because all of them died. You save villagers, defeat rampaging villagers that's targeting them. Save villagers will disappear immediately after you dispose of their pursuers. Use to heal villagers from afar. So I only have to save. I only have to save. Beat rampaging. Immediately. I'm so confused. Okay. Let me just... So... This says right here... Defeat the enemy commander. Where does it say it? There's whatever. To save the villagers, defeat the rampaging villager that's targeting them. The saved villager will disappear immediately after you dispose of their pursuer. Use physics to heal villagers from afar to keep them alive. Flying units will be able to cover a lot of ground nicely since they are not affected by terrain. They will be able to take down rampaging villagers quickly and advance your unit. If your units get too close to Thomas at the bottom of the map, true identity as Sullen, and the objective changes. The battle ends if you defeat Sullen, so if you plan to head to engage. Okay. And Sullen reveals himself. 5 enemy units, including the Death Knight, will appear to reinforce the bottom left corner. Avoid leaving your weaker units as they could be run. Okay. Okay. So what I'm seeing, if I'm correct, what I'm seeing is that I have to take down these. Let me just go ahead and set this fight.
There are some suspicious looking. I'll rein it.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. So, if I get too close to Thomas, which I don't know how too close means, then that means all villagers will just spontaneously die. And in order to save them, I have no ability to save the ruffian villagers. Or rampaging villager. So what I have to do is I have to go around killing every single one of these villagers before they get the chance to attack.
I'm on it.
And after I kill them, the villager I'm trying to save will immediately be saved.
Ready.
Kill.
I don't. I feel so wrong about this.
Stay focused.
I'll cut through.
Okay. We'll attack with Dimitri, because that dude is 100% in the way.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I'll give it my all.
We're gonna send Ash over this way.
Here we go.
What should I do?
Let us away.
We're gonna send Plan this way, I guess.
Here goes.
Thank you.
Not so fast.
Thank you.
Okay.
The one giving orders to the others.
Oh shoot, I can hit him too? Oh shoot.
Thank you.
What a tool bag move to do if I did that. Yeah, why not? Let's just get him as far away from people as possible.
Tomas, what are you doing here?
I'm not Tomas.
What?
What's the matter? I was with her.
I'll have
That's the death.
Well, I'm so confused. What? But the allies didn't die. My allies. There's 1, 2, 3. Wasn't there more? One. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's one that I saved. So there's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The fourth. And 5 and 6. Did this thing say there were 7? Didn't it say that there were 7? Have I saved 4? There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. I don't think that there was another one. Where would there have been another villager? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 5. Is there a civilian over here that's just not labeled, or? Like just an invisible. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 4. Yeah, I think someone's screwing with that. That, or they just figured it was too hard or something for people. Because I'm not seeing any others.
Hey, what's happening?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, there's only 6. What is this thing talking about? I'm so confused. Alright. If that is the case, I have no idea where the 7th freaking villager might be, but whatever. It also makes no sense for me that how can I not save the rampaging? Because I have to kill those. Okay, so that's another one. Okay. And I guess we'll save. Okay. There we go. And let's go ahead and heal. Keep our allies. Combat, drag back. And force. Hopefully you should be able to dodge. Keeping our allies healthy. Okay, and then we're gonna move Ash up here to hopefully unlock the chest. Felix is gonna come down.
Weak.
Don't like that. Okay, this should be the last villager, right? Yes. So all I have to do Alright, hopefully okay.
We've rescued as many as we can. Now it's time to capture Soul.
Okay, cool. I will take these guys out.
I will handle.
I'm still not attacking those if I don't have to. And we're also freaking, I'll tell you what else we're doing. We're gonna freaking kill the Death Knight for a third time.
Predictable. Let the lesson begin.
Oh shoot. I'm about to crit you with a freaking
As
broken
expected.
iron sword.
I expect no less. You never had a chance.
Next time, bring your friends.
I'll do my best.
I attack him with, yeah.
Gonna need you to move.
Yeah.
That went as expected.
Giant shell.
Had to be done.
That worked out.
Ouch. Alright, what you got, dog? 13. I can take it. Right after I get this chest, though. Ooh, Horse Slayer. I'm actually gonna keep that.
Over already.
give up.
Is that all?
Let's turn the tables.
Come on! Here's the big deal!
Alright, let's see what kind of practice this made. Alright, combat arts. What about Felix? Because Felix has a rapier. Oh boy. Felix is gonna be able to take out the Death Knight by himself. Combat art. Wrath. There we go. We'll just straight up.
You are not the one I crave.
No. Oh! Oh! Boom!
My blade craves their flesh. The weak will eventually die.
Dog, each time I come into contact with you, you just die easier and...
Let him get away. That doesn't matter now. Our top priority is to kill.
Alright. So there's no way for me to get over, so the only way... Actually, I can go this way. So let's go ahead and move you. Wow, he is incredibly weak. We got 8.
You are but a savage, insignificant beast. Yet you think you can kill me?
I do.
Close one.
Your fears realized.
Yikes.
Ready. Seems I prevailed.
Nice. Alright, we're going in with the finishing blow with Sylvain. Boom.
Why have you gone after this village? What are you planning?
I could have conducted this experiment on any test subjects. Now that I have what I came for, I must bid you farewell.
Wait! Damn it, he's gone.
I will survey the village. There may still be some survivors.
You saved all the villagers. That's crazy.
Looks like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum.
They said they weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects.
Because of them, the people of Ramire Village.
There you are.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
Yes. I believe you have met my subordinate, the Death Knight.
Oh, we've met all right. But back to you. You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same. Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
What?
What?
If left to their own devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that? With the sword of the Creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat.
I will join your cause. What? Don't give me the choice. The last time I made a choice like this, Lady Ram got a little sad, which mildly inconvenienced me. I don't even know what your cause is. What happens if you say it though? Oh, I hate this. I'll say it. I'll say it. All right. Because what's gonna happen? You're gonna get like sucked into his side, and then like everyone's gonna hate you, and then you're going on.
You are lying. I can see that you cannot contain your fury toward me. Pity.
Come on.
Pray that you do not live to
Fake
regret your
choices.
choice.
Gerald, Professor, have you seen His Highness?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it! He's gone.
That's awesome.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed.
Changed?
You've been angry since we first arrived in Remire Village. And you look so happy when you're instructing the brats. Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once.
You might be right.
Then perhaps it's a good thing we came to the monastery. If only so I could see your face lit up like that. Or maybe there was never any reason for us to leave the monastery in the first place.
A reason to leave?
I've put my foot in my mouth, haven't I? Though I suppose it may be nearly that time. Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Oh, we're gonna get more plot points!
What was that about? I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery. I wonder what is hiding in the mist that is your past.
What?
Professor, I'm sorry you saw that side of me in the village. It must have been quite a shock to you and the others. I'm mortified by my behavior. When I saw the chaos and violence there, my mind just went completely dark.
You weren't yourself.
I see why you would say that. I always strive to keep my emotions at bay, but sometimes the darkness takes hold and it's impossible to suppress. It just shows you how lacking I am. I have much to learn. I've told you before that someday we may find ourselves facing something we simply cannot accept. That's what the chaos in Remire Village was to me. Solon and the Flame Emperor are both beasts who must be eliminated. Demons who kill the innocent. They aren't even human at this point.
The Flame Emperor said he wasn't involved. Ooh.
And you believed him? He doesn't deserve our forgiveness. He became an accomplice when he refused to turn himself in and return with us to the monastery. You see, Professor, I saw the same flames of torment just 4 years ago. In Dusker.
Please, have mercy! Yeah, the pain! Make the burning stop! Help me! Somebody! Avenge us! Those who killed us! Tear them apart! Destroy them all!
Who's Lambert? Is Lambert his father?
My father. My stepmother. 4 years ago, they lost their lives to those flames. I'll never forget. I still remember their faces. Their screams. The tortured last moments of every person who died that day. But right now, all that matters is that we do whatever we can to help the surviving villagers get back to their normal lives. Thank you for everything. There's a reason that I came to the Officers' Academy. Just one reason. I came here for revenge. And one day, I will have it.
Wow!
You did well handling that awful business in Remire Village. I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage. I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic! Who are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Why did Thomas come to the
Tomas
monastery?
came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance. Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again, just last year. After having worked at Garreg Mach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish? Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
In the long history of the Church of Seros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan. Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
Interesting.
I have truly come to rely on you. I believe that the monastery will remain safe so long as we have you. We do not yet know the enemy's objective or whereabouts. For now, please devote yourself to preparing for whatever comes next.
That is all for today.
Professor, please wait. I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power. I believe that you are destined to be a source
Oh,
of
I
great
know.
hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
Ooh? Ooh?
Is something the matter?
I've never heard of.
I see. Sothis is the goddess's true name. Please do not use it carelessly. Farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I? For now, let's leave this place. Please, go!
Why would she
Part 1.
be discouraged
White
by...
clouds.
Hold up.
Ethereal.
Why would she be discouraged by you saying, I've never heard that name before? If she knows you're a mercenary, knows that you hadn't had ties to the church before, it's not like she's expecting you to be like a well-versed person. And she even said that it's a name that not many people know. So I think she knows a bit too much about she's letting on. Because something doesn't add up right now. I don't know what it is. I also don't know what adds up with the Flame Emperor, because the Flame Emperor seems kind of interesting too.
Moon. the cause of sorrow. Though most stars will still glimmer in the crisp winter air, the blue sea star has gone back into hiding. Legend states that the goddess prays for peace from her home in the heavens. In the town of Garreg Mach, the anniversary of the monastery's completion nears, and the people's prayers intensify ahead of the Millennium Festival, still 5 years hence.
All right. Got 5,000 gold for this month's activities. It's Eloise's birthday. Of course we're gonna host a tea party. What else would we do?
I'm here, Professor. Sorry to trouble you. Tasty. Huh?
School uniforms. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything.
Whoa. Huh?
Likeable allies. You seem well. Children at the market. Likeable allies. Man, I don't understand the point of tea parties at all. School uniforms. Tell me about yourself. Close calls. How about close calls?
Whoa. Thanks for the tea, Professor.
Saturday.
We are planning a grand ball for this month. I'm sure the students will be most pleased.
Yes, certainly.
Oh, boy.
However, we must not devote all of our time to frivolity. We have a new mission for you. We have found evidence of someone sneaking into an unused chapel.
Was something stolen?
No, there is nothing of value in that building. We do not yet know what the intruder's objectives are.
This month, your class is tasked with guarding the chapel and investigating these intruders. With the recent state of affairs surrounding the Holy Church, we cannot afford to overlook any abnormality, no matter how seemingly trivial.
I am ordering a seasoned knight to assist you to ensure the safety of the students. In times like these, I am afraid we must always expect the worst.
That's reassuring. Which night?
Reporting for duty, Lady Rhea.
I thought you two could use the time to bond. And to speak of important matters.
Appreciate the thought.
Bear in mind that Gerald has a separate mission of his own. He will join you once he has finished it.
It's true. I'll be away from the monastery for a while. But when I return, I'll come and watch you work. I'll be looking forward to it.
All right. Man, who would battle? Who would choose that as a thing? So let me do these support conversations.
Your Highness, sorry, I mean Dimitri, would you, do you want to train together today?
Ash, of course, I'm glad you asked. After classes conclude for the day, meet me at the training ground. I'll be waiting. And afterward, let's plan on dinner. We'll certainly have worked up an appetite.
Oh, yes, I suppose, I mean, sure, it'd be, that is, it would be my pleasure to dine with you. I mean,
Ash,
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm just no good at this. I'll do my best to improve.
Are you still worrying over what I said to you before?
I'm trying to do as you asked, but it's just completely against my nature.
Trust me, I understand the urge to show respect where it is due. However, that is not the case here. Yes, I was brought up in a different family and raised in a different way, but otherwise, you and I are the same.
That all makes sense, Your Highness. But I just can't bring myself to speak to you in such a casual way. Sure, when you get right down to it, royalty like you and common folk like me, we're all just people. But the common folk still rely on the nobility to keep the peace and to keep them safe. Commoners pay the price for that in taxes and respect. That's what Lenato says.
I suppose I can understand that point of view. But the flaw in your logic is that I am not king just yet.
But that's not all there is to it.
Hmm?
I also respect you as a person. You carry the weight of the whole kingdom on your shoulders. You're a faultless warrior, and you're always so kind to your allies, even me.
On all accounts, I can say the same of you. But you also have a strong heart. I can't say that about myself. No matter the circumstance, you are never drawn toward darkness. That mindset of yours has done me well on countless occasions.
Well, I do my best. So I guess mutual respect between us is what's really the most appropriate.
Precisely. Which means there's never any need to be nervous or uncomfortable around one another. It seems we may have circled back to where we started with this conversation, but let's at least agree that we both should learn to bend a bit. How's that sound?
All right. Let's start from the beginning then. Would you like to train with me today, Your Highness?
Of course, Ash. Come at me with everything you've got.
Yikes.
Your Highness, I've come to apologize. I mismanaged my feelings and got carried away. I've been thinking about what might have made you say the things you did. I was so caught up in the moment and in my own feelings that I didn't think of what yours might be.
No, I should be the one to apologize. I did not intend to say such things. I lashed out like a child. You were right to rebuke me. I am disgusted by my own inability to express myself. Will you allow me to explain?
Of course.
At the tragedy of Dusker, I saw countless corpses. Of course, I saw his, too. Glenn's. Ingrid, I doubt you would have been able to see him. They were unable to bring his body back, after all. He must have died an agonizing death, full of pain and regret. That is what I saw on his face. In that wasteland, there were no beautiful, proud deaths that could have been written about in heroic tales. Not one. I do not want you to die a death like that. Not even for the sake of loyalty or duty.
A king must at times order his soldiers and knights to fight and die on his behalf. Their lives must be used for the greater good. And this is something any good king understands innately. Any king who doesn't allow people to die on his behalf is too soft to rule well.
You leave me little room for argument. Have I disappointed you?
No. I chose to serve you because of how you are. As your knight, I will stand by your side and uphold your soft-hearted ideals.
What has changed, Ingrid? You were so obstinate the other day.
I've realized that I haven't been facing a very important truth. Because of you, I can finally move on. Thank you.
Mercedes, I swear, the whole cathedral glows with heavenly light when you're around.
Hello, Sylvain. What a treat to see you here. I thought you preferred places with more ladies around.
I'm here because you're here. And I don't care about other girls.
Oh, come now. I'm sure you use that line all the time.
Actually, I've only said it to girls who thought I was lying about being You know what? There's no reason to get into all that. The truth is, I would really like to spend some time with you. What do you say to that?
Well, if you were really interested in me, I would want you to get to know me better.
I agree. I've been such an idiot in the past, always angling for the seduction. I've forgotten how to just talk to someone.
You act like you're full of regret, but I know you don't really mean it. Still, I'm glad to hear you say that at least. I told you such a boring story the last time we spoke. I was worried you might think I was a dull person.
Dull? No. I was worried that I'd made you remember unhappy times. It's horrible what you had to go through. It's not like anyone chooses to be born with a crest.
Right. We can't choose our bloodline. You've got a crest too, haven't you, Sylvain? What has your experience been like?
Are you asking how being born with a crest affected me?
Yes. I know there was that business with your brother Miklon, but I'm sure you don't want to talk about all that.
It's not a very happy story.
Please don't feel the need to hold back on my account. I'm here if you need someone to share in your pain.
Would you want to know more about me, even if I didn't have a crest, or come from a noble family?
This has nothing to do with your crest or family. I'm just asking as your friend. How should I put this? When I look at you, I don't see a crest.
Man.
I want to see the real you.
You do? Here's the short version. I hate crests. Even though having one is supposed to be such a great blessing, mine has ruined everything. Miklon was heir to our house. Then I was born, and I became the heir because I had a crest. That made my older brother jealous enough to want to kill me. And every woman in Fodlan wants to have my little crest baby, so they can join the nobility. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's like to have a crest.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up such awful things.
No, I should keep my temper better. I don't want you to see me act that way.
Don't say that. I'm glad we were able to talk. I feel like I'm finally seeing the real you. Oh, Sylvain, will you save me from the curse of having a crest?
Of course. I think I love you. And I mean that. With all my heart. I love you, Mercedes. Let's get married and have crest babies.
What?
Sure.
What? Dog, I love Sylvain. Though he is a hard scumbag, so we'll see what he says here.
Sylvain, good timing. There's something I want to say to you.
Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong? Did you spot me sneaking back in this morning? Or is it about that girl who got mad I kissed her sister goodnight?
Oh.
I can explain either way.
No, I'm not here to get after you about those things. Surely other people have that covered. What I really want to talk about is your behavior during our training sessions. When we're sparring, you're always passing on great opportunities to get the edge on me. It's almost as though you're going out of your way to make me think you're incapable.
Nah, I just like giving other people the spotlight.
Uh-huh. It's not that you took something I said to heart about how you don't have to work hard to be good at stuff and how that isn't fair?
I did take those things to heart. We're friends, right? I'd be sad if you started to hate me. There's just one thing I want you to remember. Guys like me, who hate hard work and sort of get by on our wits, it all falls apart eventually. I'm smart enough to know that. So I respect people like you. I mean it.
Oh, is that sincerity? It's kind of creeping me out. It's just so unlike you.
Huh?
When you say nice things like that, I can't take joy in beating you. I want to beat you when you're at your best. That's why it bothers me so much when you don't try your hardest against me.
Let me put this a different way. I've always been treated like I'm special, and I'm not. At least, I don't think I am. I'm just tired of people thinking they know what I can and can't do. When everybody expects something of you, or envies you, it's kind of suffocating. I'd rather people think I'm dumb. Well, I mean, I can still be pretty dumb.
I have to admit, I have a hard time understanding where you're coming from.
Just know that I want you to keep being great at everything without trying. If you stop being that way, I won't have any competition.
Competition, huh? I like the sound of that. Where the heck were you when I was growing up? If I had someone like you back then, I think I may have turned out different. And better, I mean. Anyway, I'd love to chat more with you. Would you like to grab some tea with me, or...?
Oh, sure thing. The very next moment I'm free. For now, I need to get to my magic training.
Oh, I see. Some other time then. I look forward to it, Annette.
Yikes. Alright, there's all the sport conversations. So, I'm gonna do some exploring, doing all the fun activities that go along with that by having... Maybe one day I'll figure out how tea time is supposed to work, but that just looks... It's literally the same thing every single week, and I don't know, like, there's zero clues as to, like, there are very minute things, and they're not consistent at all, because all of them ask about the same thing. Anyway, I don't know, but I'm gonna go grab some lunch. I'll probably be back sometime later tonight, and we will see where I'm at that point, but I will not get past, obviously, the mission. So, we've gone over a lot of stuff today, and so I will see you guys next time. So, with that being said, have a good rest of the day. If I don't see you later tonight, then I will see you sometime else, I don't know. But have a good week regardless, and I'll see you then.